Well, good evening, everyone. This is Mike Bass back again with another forecast update for you for this August the 13th, 2025. I'm hoping everybody had a great Wednesday out there so far. Everybody had a great Wednesday evening. Hope everybody continue to stay safe and well, and also enjoy the weather because it's the only weather you got. Okay, in tonight's video, we're going to be taking a look at Tropical Storm Erin. This is Erin here. Across the center portion of the screen, you can see it's getting a little bit well defined. Winds earlier this afternoon picked up to about 50 miles per hour. They continue to track off to the west, but you can still see a lot of dry air trying to work in around the system. But you can see the deep core on the south side starting to get a little more developed. And as you can see in this little frame here, you can see look like you got an eyeball, two eyeballs, and a mouth right about there. You can see a little bit of the, like it's got a face trying to develop there in the center of the storm. So, but anyway, just wanted to give you a look at the satellite imagery right now. This is what Erin looks like at this current time. So, but anyway, let's move on to the forecast cone from the National Hurricane Center. I went ahead and set up everything tonight, so I won't just go flying right through it. Alright, anyway, here's the 5 p.m. advisory here. Located near latitude 16.3 north, longitude 45.0 west. Maximum sustained winds are near 50 miles an hour with higher gusts. Moving to the west at 17 miles an hour. And you can see at 5 p.m. this is the 5 p.m. advisory for the storm of Tropical Storm Erin. Right now it's classified as tropical storm with 39 to 73 miles per hour. You can see by 2 a.m. Friday looks to become a hurricane. Remains a hurricane to 2 p.m. Saturday. Bumps up to a major hurricane on Sunday at 2 p.m. and then by Monday at 2 p.m. it is located just east of the Bahamas. The center of the storm is located here, and you can see it's pretty close to the Bahamas. But you can see that the models, the National Hurricane Center, are starting to turn this system a little bit toward the north. So anybody in Bermuda still needs to watch out. Expect lots of rip current risk right along the Carolina coastal areas all the way down to the Florida Keys. Bahamas, you're going to get a lot of rip currents and high surf and maybe some beach erosion as well, and that's going to continue up the east coast of the U.S. Alright, so let's go ahead and go to the computer model, spaghetti models. Here's the center of the storm. You can see it well compacted. Here's the Leeward Islands, U.S. Virgin Islands just north here. Here's Puerto Rico. You can see the center of the storm continues to go in that direction, and here is Bermuda right in this area here. You can see the little dot right there where I got my magnifying glass. You can see it right there, but most of the model takes it to the west. You cannot even see the eastern coast. According to these models here, it will turn closer toward Bermuda, and that's the way we're expecting it to turn in that direction. So alrighty, so there's your spaghetti models, and that's the way we're expecting it to go. Alright, let's take a look at the intensity guidance of the system. Has about 45 knot winds, equal to 50 miles an hour. Tropical storm status. There's category 1 in about 12 to 24 hours from now. Category 2, category 3. Some right on the category 3-4 border for major hurricane status of Tropical Storm Erin. Should become a major hurricane. That's why it even could reach, like I said, could reach category 4 status. Would not rule that out as well, but right now we're going with a category 3, maybe near a category 4 hurricane in the tropical Atlantic off the east coast of the U.S. Alright, there's your tropical update. We'll have another one at the end because we're watching another system down in the Gulf of Mexico around the Yucatan Peninsula that may affect the east coast of Mexico. Alright, if you have not subscribed to my channel, make sure you subscribe. Also like these videos, share these videos, and let's continue to get the show on the road here, folks. Alright, you can see we got some heavy rain and flash flooding over portion of eastern North Carolina, also over eastern Virginia. Then we got some severe weather over North and South Dakota and portion of Minnesota. Shower activity out west over Washington, Oregon State, Atlantic coastal water. Thunderstorms and showers from New Mexico to Arizona to Wyoming through the Dakotas, Minnesota, up here around Lake Superior, northern Michigan, Wisconsin. And then from central and southwest Texas to the Gulf of Mexico to the northern Gulf to the Florida Key, Atlantic coastal waters. Then from Mississippi to the Carolinas to Kentucky to Pennsylvania, to portion of Maine, also New Brunswick area regions as well. Otherwise, expect dry high pressure to remain in charge of your local forecast area for your Thursday. Alright, here's your Friday outlook now. You can see we got some shower activity along Washington, Oregon coast, stretching into portion of Oregon, Washington State, northern Idaho, northwestern Montana, southwestern Canada. Thunderstorms and showers from Wyoming down to western Texas and northern Mexico. Then again from Montana to Lake Superior to Wisconsin to South Dakota, Nebraska. Then from Texas to Arkansas to the northern Gulf to the Florida Keys to the Carolinas up to Virginia and West Virginia regions as well. Otherwise, expect dry high pressure to remain in charge of your local forecast area for your Friday. Alright, let's move on to the current watch and warning advisory map. Your location across the nation. Okay, as you can see, we got a lot of red flag warnings going on over here in portion of Washington State, Oregon, Idaho, Montana to Wyoming, Colorado, Utah region, portion of Nevada. Even got some heat advisories in portion of one county there in Oregon, more in areas of Nevada, Southern California, northwestern areas of Arizona, eastern Texas, southeastern Oklahoma, southern Arkansas, northern and central Louisiana, southeast Louisiana, west central Mississippi. Then again from southeastern New Hampshire up into Maine. Then we got flash flood watches and warnings in portions of once we got some flash flood warnings in West Virginia, flash flood watches and flood advisories over portions of Kentucky, Tennessee, northern western Georgia, and also portions of Alabama. Special weather statements in the areas Alabama and Mississippi. Got some severe thunderstorm watches and warnings in South and North Dakota, Nebraska, and also portions of areas of Wyoming. Some blowing dust advisories also across southern Arizona. Also, we got some excessive heat warnings for that region as well, for Arizona, southern Nevada, and also southern California. Alright, we got air quality alerts up here in portions of the Connecticut region. Special marine warnings along the coastal areas up here as well. Flood advisories over southeast North Carolina. River flood warnings over central South Carolina, southeast North Carolina. Small craft advisory gale warning from southern California to Washington State, South Hawaii and Chain Island, around the Alaska region, and some hydro issues inland. Alright, let's move on to the Storm Prediction Center outlook. This is for your Thursday. Marginal risk from Nebraska into North and South Dakota and Minnesota. There's a slight risk from Aberdeen to Grand Forks. General thunderstorm from Maine to Florida, back to Texas, New Mexico to Arizona to Montana, through northwestern Michigan and Wisconsin. Tornado probability looks like this. 2% up here around North Dakota and Minnesota. Damaging winds 5 and 15%. Large hail. Pretty much same location, but the significant area of hail looks to be over northern North Dakota, much of South Dakota. Northern South Dakota, much of North Dakota, and a portion of Wisconsin. Minnesota regions as well. All right, day number 3, we're going to take a look at it, and then we're going to move on to the tropics. Okay, here's day number 3. General thunderstorm from up here from Virginia to the Carolinas, Florida to Texas. Then from West Texas to Arizona, all the way up to the Dakotas, Montana, back to portion of California. Here's that marginal risk from Valentine to Pierre, Aberdeen to Sioux Falls to Minneapolis to La Crosse to Duluth. You're in that. Probability should be about 5%. There we go. And let's move on to the tropics. And it's going to look something like this. Here is Erin right here. And there is that 10 and 10 percent chance of development over the Yucatan Peninsula into portions of eastern Mexico. So, alrighty, well, I hope everybody enjoyed the video. Make sure you subscribe if you have not. Like the video, share the video. We'll catch you back in the next one. So have a wonderful Wednesday evening, folks. Take care and also enjoy the weather, because it's the only weather you got.